Okay. But yeah, so that. And then let's, of course, I saw you in the comments. I saw what you, I got you, baby. Listen, absolutely. We are absolutely going to talk about this. We are absolutely going to talk about this. I need to be able to play it. Hey, nigga. Hey, nigga. Like, hey, what you doing? Nigga always doing strange shit in here, chewing and like, what are you chewing on? There's nothing in here, just chewing air. He in here chewing air and choking on air. Goddamn French bulldogs, I swear, they stress you out.
Let me say this. I'm graduating.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into this very sad situation? And I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all know I love Tami. Tami has given me opportunities. Okay, I have been a proponent, you know, and a spectator of her growth over the years. But Tami has some very deep rooted issues, and we know, right? Her need to control everything is, I believe, her main problem. I think it extends to her weight, and I think it extends to her relationship with her husband. I think it extends to her relationship with her children. She has a deep-seated need to control, and I think it came from her mother. And instead of, when we learn these things and we unpack them, instead of growing from them and not becoming the same thing, we then become the very thing that we hated about our parents.
Right? Getting my degree, and
she can't be in.
She can't be there. Do you get what I'm saying? My girlfriend can't be there.
Why?
Exactly. There's moments that my people have. Thank you. Let's speak about it. If we're gonna speak about it, let's speak about it.
Be there.
And I knew not to even tell. I told her, but she knew. She was like, "Okay, I can't be there." Congrats.
With your other daughter, she's straight, right? Her boyfriend's in the past. She's never been allowed to bring her boyfriends around.
She would be.
And why? What's the difference?
Because thank you. I love it. Now we talking. What you did? You leaned in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Like, that was fair.
Before I let her say that, I want to express to y'all that when a parent has this type of control over an adult child, that is extremely toxic. And you have in some way infantilized Jazz. Like, you have in some way detrimentally harmed her ability to stand on her own 2 feet by being involved in her life to this degree.
Because there's something called confirmation bias. And when people think like you think or appear to be how you are, you're more drawn to those type of people. So my daughter is a heterosexual female. Confirmation bias allows me to accept whatever situation she's presenting versus not really understanding this moment. And so I got to take a step back and figure out.
I don't think she's using that correctly. I don't think she's using that correctly. Yes. Confirmation bias is when I take in information and I assume the perspective that confirms my bias. Okay? You're trying to find an intellectual way of saying I'm homophobic, so I am more comfortable with my daughter bringing around various young men, even though when I really break it down, it's probably less safe for my daughter to bring around various different men than it is for my daughter to have relationships with various different women, because, you know, for the most part, men are the ones that unalive their partners more than women. My daughter's not going to have a pregnancy by a man that's going to use the pregnancy to abuse her. Like there are so many things that are not going to happen because you're not in a relationship with a penis. But you don't care about that. You're homophobic. So you're scared of your daughter being gay.
How it works for me and how I can be comfortable in that moment, because there's something called mental health that we have to be concerned about.
See, there's something called, we don't need you to explain things to us in that way. It makes me feel like you want to seem as if you are smarter. You're trying to find an intellectual way to express homophobia so it doesn't come off as the homophobia that it is, but that it comes off as something that's, you know, intelligent or forward thinking by using certain words.
And I got to be concerned about mine. Even though I'm trying to walk with her and love her, I still got to do what's right for me as well.
Okay, but you're not graduating. She is. So
she's graduating. Okay, so to make sure that you feel the relationship is going to be lasting before you introduce them to me, because I become involved in your situation and your life.
And that's a problem for you. And that's a problem for you, Tami. You shouldn't be so involved. As an adult child, like as your adult child, you don't need to be involved in her relationships like that. You literally need to handle Jazz's relationship with whatever young woman she's in a relationship with. You need to handle that relationship with the same energy that you would give to your daughter Lyric and whatever man she brings into the situation. I heard that Lyric was bisexual. So I thought that was very interesting that we're saying that like Lyric only brings guys home, because I thought that Lyric was bisexual. But okay.
Wait, then I have a question.
Come
so
on,
how
Robbie.
long do you want to wait to meet them? Because what if you meet them and you actually don't like them, or you actually do like them? Maybe you could give some wisdom on what you actually think. Because like,
Send me a picture. I don't need to be. I can tell.
Picture?
I can tell because I've been around a long time. I've been around a
That's
long
what I go
time.
through.
I've been around a long time. Send me a picture and I'll tell you, get rid of that one. I know instantly. It's called wisdom. It's called discernment.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, my wisdom and discernment is telling me that you are trying to control your adult daughter and you are homophobic, and this is unhealthy. That's what my discernment tells me.
I mean, I think she should be okay for her to come. But
No,
not
she's not gonna.
necessarily- She shouldn't have to be in the family picture.
Ain't nobody asked you for your opinion on what's happening over here.
and I agree with what Kandi said, right? You ain't gotta be in a family photo, or you could be like is it not common practice that when everybody have a little girlfriend, little boyfriend, you take a picture with the core family members and then you take a picture with everybody that's there? That way, if you ever need to just put up the family picture is there. Like, is that not what people just do naturally?
She's not coming.
She's not coming.
Okay.
And to be honest, the way she's saying she's not coming, it is very, very similar to the way women assume this low-key romantic relationship role with their sons. Yeah, y'all do that with y'all gay daughters too. A lot of homophobic, controlling mothers have relationships with their daughters to where they'll have a whole husband, but they will kind of have emotional enmeshment with their gay daughter the way they would a boyfriend or a romantic partner. And the way she just said she can't come around is very much giving you're jealous. Like, and listen, I'm not saying that anything inappropriate is happening, but I am saying that a lot of people have these very territorial relationships with their children and their children's partners. And if that's how it looks, that's not healthy. It's not healthy for you to look like a jealous partner that doesn't want to be around your child's girlfriend because I just don't want her around because she gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Why would you feel uncomfortable?
I don't care if I feel a certain type of way about it. I just have to make sure what you got me started. I got to make sure that person is going to be around before they start sharing special moments with the family that I'm going to impart into my memory bank. This girl's out here, and then now 6 months later, y'all ain't together, and something done happened that it ain't right. I don't want that. I don't need.
Why not? So what? That's life. That's fucking life. You could be. You know how many people have been married for 20, 30 years and they get a divorce and it's a fucked up divorce? Like, what does that mean? Girl, Kenny dogged you the fuck out and you will always be connected to that man. What difference does it make? That's how life is. People are in your life and then they're not in your life. This whole thing of you feeling like, no, if you're not going to be in a picture forever, you can't be in a picture. That's fucking weird. That's weird. That's weird for y'all to feel like that, y'all.
Be a part of that.
Okay, so at what
Agree
point?
with you.
Thank you, Riley.
At what point is it gonna be okay for her to meet you?
When is
be
it
around?
okay? We got Thanksgiving coming up. She can come to
She ain't
Thanksgiving.
coming to Thanksgiving.
That'll be like a year, right?
No, exactly. That's a year.
Feel like
That's a year for me, pretty much.
Yeah. Like,
So
they got a date.
when we do our New Year's trip,
They got to
she
be
comes.
engaged.
It's fried turkey for the people that we already knew.
So what's the problem? Because before you said it wasn't really about her lifestyle; it was about the person.
And the timing.
In this situation, you're not even.
Anybody that is making like concessions for the shit that Tami is doing right now, I just want you to be clear, something's wrong with you. I'm just saying, you can feel however you want to feel. You're homophobic or you're a controlling parent that feels like you should be able to control your adult child. I think that's inappropriate. I think if you feel like you're supposed to be able to control your adult child and who they date and all of that type of shit, I feel like you had children for the wrong reasons. They're not mini-me's. They're not little robots for you to control for the rest of their life. They're adults. They're supposed to be able to make their own decisions, make their own mistakes. They're supposed to be able to have whatever relationships they would like to have, go through heartbreak, have things begin and end and all of that. Like, they're supposed to be able to have that experience for themselves, just as you wanted to have that experience for yourself. Because Tami had a relationship with a woman at some point, which is why her standpoint on this is so fucking annoying and problematic and dark to me. It's very dark for you to be this controlling. It's very dark for you to have had a relationship with a woman at some point and feel this visceral response to your daughter bringing her girlfriend around. I don't give a fuck about, oh, how long. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. We are here today, gone tomorrow. I have known people that I have met and had an experience with them for a shorter amount of time than I have actually loved them. That time is not real in that way. Yes, and Tami has always given lesbian. She gave lesbian on Real World. She gave lesbian on Basketball Wives. And she gives lesbian now. But we know how uncomfortable and homophobic everybody is.
Allow yourself to get to know the person.
No, I will eventually get to know the person once I feel like the relationship is lasting, that they understand what it takes to be in a committed relationship.
Who are you to tell us how long that's going to take? Like, who are you in our relationship? That's what I meant. Like, to tell us how long that's going to take.
Listen, if y'all decide or y'all feel y'all come to some place of resolve where
Right.
8 months from now, we know
Right.
we're going to be together.
That's what I meant.
Then let me see it last a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay.
Let me see it, evolve into something where I know the commitment and the covenant is real.
So, like,
between y'all.
My only thing would be, right, and we don't want to harp on this, but do you realize how many moments that you're missing out in my life of someone that I consider special because you're not accepting
The moments that I want to have with you, I'm still having those moments.
and you put me in a position to pick, right? But that's okay.
Well,
I'm always choosing
listen,
you.
I'm picking every day.
Yeah, these are interesting takes.
Nah, these are interesting takes because Riley over there like, yeah, ain't nobody running my life like that.
What is going on in your brain?
Riley,
No. Tami is absolutely up here giving, when I'm with my friends, I'm trying to figure out a way to leave them behind and stick them back to you. Oh, you're my best kept secret. And that's the way I like it. You're my pride and joy, girl. That's why I'm dreaming of you. I wanna kiss you. Yeah. Oh, that I've been thinking, and I've been thinking about you. Yeah. Missing you is all that I've been thinking of. Kissing you is oh.
I mean, my thoughts is, one, I don't believe in coming out. I feel like that's a weird concept anyway, because like, are we all supposed to come out straight too? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
So I don't even feel like that conversation is needed. And like, so I feel like some people like to have that conversation to make them feel better, but me, I don't really.
Somebody commented and said, I support Jazz finding a new mother.
think it's necessary. And two, I mean, if she put me in a position to not let myself be happy and to make me choose all the time, it would just make me miserable. So I just let her do it.
She probably is miserable. I don't care. But I want to.
She probably is miserable, but I don't care. When I tell you, it's definitely giving you giving that lady jobs. That's what it's giving. You're getting Jazz jobs, and a way for Jazz to continue to work in entertainment is to continue to let you have your way. But the way I would not, no contact, I would have went no contact with Tami if she was my mama acting like that. I would have went no contact. When I tell you that lady would be blocked on all forms of social media, like I wouldn't block her from my phone, but she would absolutely be somebody that I would have to girl, even right now, I have had to learn, I don't have to answer the phone every time my mama called me. If I don't feel like talking right now because I've been talking all day and you just want to sit on the phone right now and I just don't feel like it, I don't have to answer the phone. I don't. And sometimes I don't. Yeah, I screen the call, girl, because it's like, do I have the energy for this right now? No, I'll call you back later. And I always call her back. And sometimes I call her just to check on her. And guess what she doing? She on the phone. She somewhere. She don't answer the phone. And because I feel like in my adulthood, I've realized when you feel like you don't want to answer the phone, you don't answer the phone, then you don't get to call me 15 goddamn times because I ain't answer the phone because I was in here fucking my husband and didn't see for 20 minutes that you didn't call my phone and his phone and my other phone.
She is miserable. I don't give a fuck. But I do want to say
I
something.
love my mama though, y'all.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not miserable. But when there's hard decisions,
Yeah.
I always am going to pick her. Always. That's my mom.
Yeah.
But it does sometimes like, well, you can't come.
And
babe.
see, yeah, no, I don't feel like you should pick your mom. I think you should pick yourself. You need to decenter your mama, girl. You gotta decenter your mama. No, you don't. Y'all don't owe y'all parents y'all's life choices. You don't. As an adult, you do not owe your parents your life choices. Listen to me. These motherfuckers are gonna die one day. Okay? And you do not want to have lived your life for somebody, and then when they gone, you feel like you haven't built any of the solid foundation you need to live your life on your own. I have lost one parent already, and I promise y'all they're gonna have to drag me off the coffin when the old girl goes, because that's my fucking girl. Okay, but at the end of the day, I will be okay. I am understanding that is going to happen. And I'm preparing myself because I already went through it with, I already lost one of them. Okay. But these motherfuckers are going to die. So you have to do what's best for you. You have to live the life that you want to live. But I'm telling y'all right now, when somebody has been instilling fear in you since you were a child, it is so hard to think outside of that, even as an adult. And I'm going to tell y'all the reason why this was triggering for me is because Tami reminds me of my daddy. She's a mom, so there's a different aspect to it. But the way Tami smokes cigarettes and move fast and bug out her eyes at you, and you don't know when she just gonna haul across and hit you. When you grow up with a parent like that, when you grow up with a parent that is easily like angered and then you can't reach them, you really grow up with this fear inside of yourself that makes it so hard to go against them. If they physically abusing you when you were a kid, emotionally abusing you, popping off at the smallest little thing, kind of taking their anger out on you. And y'all, we saw Tami on Basketball Wives, so we know that y'all know what the fuck I'm saying is probably 100% facts. Okay, you know this because we saw her on Basketball Wives. If you are smoking cigarettes and scaring the shit out of grown adult women, you are absolutely sitting there scaring the fuck out of your own kids at the house with nobody else around but you. And that time period when Tami, after the divorce, when Tami was really mad and she was struggling, it is very difficult to not take that type of anger out on your kids, because kids are kids and you're going to be impatient and you're struggling and that nigga cheated on you and you mad about it and you think the kids are not going to get the remnants of that. You could tell the kids get the remnants of that by the way she acting right now. Look at their body language in this clip, y'all. It's paused. Look at their body language. Tami is erect and looking at her like, yeah, you listen, you better tighten up. That's the way she looking at her. And she like, I'm scared to say how I feel, but I low-key kind of want to because Kandi here and I feel like I'm not gonna get hit. I'm telling you.
Sorry, it sucks. So
Babe sucks so much. I do want to say one thing though. Coming out is the phrase that is used only because there is, unfortunately, a societal norm, right? So nobody has to come out and
okay, so you did not have to explain this to Riley. Riley is of what? What is Riley? Generation Z or Generation Alpha? Child, Generation Z. Riley understands exactly what the point is. And what she is dryly saying to you is in 2025, that's stupid. Assume that everybody goes both ways. Like, I'm just saying, the kids that Riley goes to school with, the people that Riley is around, going to school in New York and all of that, the rich white kids that Riley is around, them people understand you need to just assume that everybody is bisexual and everybody might come home with one or the other. And, it is what it, the guys, the girls, I fucked them all. Like, y'all just need to get into the mind frame that those next generations of kids are not going to be hung up on these things the way y'all have been. That's why Riley is saying it like that. So Tami taking this very like authoritative, I'm going to explain something to the child thing. Girl, Riley understands why people come out of the closet. Riley is saying that she doesn't feel that is necessary. And y'all need to just assume that everybody is possibly gay. And stop being fucking surprised and stop needing people to come out because you assume the automatic, reset factory setting is straight. When really, I believe the factory setting is bisexual.
Hey, they're straight because the societal norm is everybody is, right? That's why they have that phrase. I know you think it's weird, but it's like, I have to let everybody know I'm going against what y'all
against the grain.
Yeah, against the grain, what y'all in society want. I think that's the reason why that phrase
I think
is
it's
used.
a generation thing for sure.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Growing up in this household, do you have that same approach?
I don't feel like if I was to date a woman, I don't feel like I'd sit down and be like, look, mom, we're gonna have this long, lengthy conversation. I feel like I'd just be like, hi, here's
so and so.
You would just pop up with the woman,
right?
Yeah.
And do you think something she would do? And
y'all look at how surprised Jazz is. Oh my God, you would just pop up with the woman? You wouldn't be scared? No, bitch, my mama does not beat me up. I can be myself because my mama don't beat me up. And they got some mamas that are very proud of the fact that their children will lie about who they are around them. They view the children lying to them about who they are as respect. Yeah, girl. Lying equals respect when you're a parent that doesn't want to accept who your kids are. All right.
You think that's because your mom comes from a space that is completely polar opposite of me?
No,
so you're comfortable doing that?
I think I'm comfortable having other people be uncomfortable.
To be clear, yes, Kandi is like sex positive, absolutely. But Kandi has had sexual situations with women, and so has Tami. So why is Tami like this?
She is. I admire that about her, is that she puts herself first, but it also gets on my fucking nerves.
I mean,
when it just be like,
you know, Kandi now. That's
she does the same.
image.
When it comes to people feeling like Tami is trying to protect her daughter from an abusive relationship, Tami is the reason why her daughter would be in an abusive relationship in the first fucking place. And to me, it is just a way for people to try to explain away the fact that Tami is just cut and dry being homophobic. Like there's no deep ass thing. She's just being homophobic. And what do I tell y'all about people that are homophobic? Specifically people that have probably eaten a cat before, or at least had a cat eat them.
So she understands.
I don't think I always do that. Not always. I think she be getting mad at me because sometimes I'll be like, you'll be all right. You know what I mean?
So she won't care. So it's like, why do I have to care if she doesn't care either? Because I think we're both going to prioritize our own happiness. So it's like, let me care.
I mean,
you want to prioritize your happiness?
Make sure my kids are good.
I kicked out the family. Yeah, kick me out the whole family. So everybody cut me off.
I think that people do have to prioritize themselves somewhat, because at the end of the day, you don't want to go through your whole life sitting there like, I had to tiptoe around my whole entire life. You know what I mean? You want to, not be afraid to have the hard conversations and just be like, okay, you're going to be all right. This is what it is.
That's not even a hard conversation. That's a sensitive.
I've never thought to do that. But maybe I just got to put my foot down one day.
First of all, I interviewed Tami Roman years ago, and she said it to me. So that's one thing. Let me see. Is it in here on TikTok anywhere? I don't know if it's up here on TikTok, but I can tell you she personally told me when we interviewed her before. Hold up.
There has been no evidentiary proof that dick has entered the conversation.
I've never had sex with a man.
Whoa.
Ever.
Okay, what they call what is it called? A golden star?
That makes it
what is it called? A golden star? A golden star.
Does that make it different though? I feel like,
I mean, I guess you could be like hetero-romantic.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Like that. You like men romantically, but not sexually.
Whoa! You just put me onto a new word. I'm saying that now. I'm hetero-romantic. Okay.
Listen,
I like that.
I've never heard of that term.
Put me on the
I've never heard
She
that.
literally just put me on. So
I don't know why, but it's like, yeah, bitch, I went to college.
you can like them romantically, meaning you can engage with them, you can interact with them, you like all that they bring, but I'm never having sex with you. I'm going to go to her to have sex, which makes me a lesbian.
No, it
No,
hold on. Let's roll back.
I don't. That term is not just defined as what you do sexually. Lesbian isn't just defined as what you do in the bedroom.
Come on, enlighten me.
Lesbian is being sexually attracted to, but also what we understand now about identity is lesbians are people that are in romantic relationships with other women, right? Because we've come to understand what we didn't understand before is that niggas could be sexually attracted to you and not like you. Yes, men can. We've seen men do it. They are sexually aroused by women. They do not want to be in romantic relationships with them. Hold up. Where is it at?
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. Ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free. Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me.
We just be cooling it. We ain't going steady. Call my phone when you wanna play. Girl, you know I'm ready. You just a fun girl. Girl, we just messing around. What you catching feelings now? Once again,
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. Ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
I enlighten all of us.
Sexually attracted to though?
No, because in a sense, it's like it's beyond that. The bedroom is minuscule in a relationship, right? I could put it on you.
Correct.
Did you only
Correct.
get married to your husband because of what he did in the bedroom?
No,
No,
I did not.
that's
I
my
did not.
point, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's more than that. So it's the same for. Now I'm not gonna say us because you can say I'm a lesbian, but it's the same for. Can we move her?
he's a lesbian.
Well, I think
I'm just coming to terms. I mean, honestly, because I haven't had to really think about it, but I'm just literally coming to terms with bisexuality for myself. Like, I understand what my life has been, but once you assign yourself a certain like identity, you can literally be out here in full-blown relationships with niggas and still identify yourself as a lesbian because he's special. He's special.
I personally think, just because you haven't had sex, it doesn't mean that you won't eventually. She probably thinks that is a little bit more special to give away.
I think she's scared.
Yes, thank you.
No,
everything you've said so far
is
no.
I don't
How
know.
far after salt does Tami come? So you got that connection too, right? I know. I wanted to bridge it. You know what I'm saying? I really should have ran that one right after. My bad.
Everything you said so far is right on the
difference.
Money. It's literally
How
I
it's
see it.
definitely a difference.
It's different
to
Thank
say
you.
that you're going to give yourself to a man in that way because he's going to have to
different.
enter her. It's different.
Yes,
And
different.
that's why I'd like the terminology. She's afraid because it's unfamiliar.
Yeah.
So she doesn't.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to convince her to fuck a man? Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all my business. I started having sex with girls very early, but like real, like, really knowing what I'm doing about 14. Had a girlfriend named Ashley, half Puerto Rican, half black, had a single mom. Her hair was down to her ass. I felt real proud of myself. She went with a junior when I was at prep. She was the girlfriend of a junior. And, well, they don't call her Mrs. Steal Your Girl Arms for nothing. And I was in the band. So there's that. But anyway, she became my girlfriend, right? It was a whole thing. We were at the basketball game. And she's like, why you sitting between her legs like that? Because she my old lady. What are we confused? Was that not understood? So I absolutely experienced people telling me, and no matter what, people are always telling you, and this is a very manipulative thing that people do, but they're always trying to convince you haven't been fucked good enough yet. Right? Which is so ridiculous because what it means to be attracted to women is really more than just like a sexual thing, right? So much more. It can be really intense. That's why like lesbian relationships be a lot, right? But people say that to me all the time, right? At the beginning. But I finally decided on my own terms when I was ready to have sex with a man when I was like 19. And it was a beautiful experience. It was great. Top tier first time. You know what I'm saying? Ended up being in like a relationship with that man for years, you know, on and off. But essentially, does that mean that I no longer like women? Absolutely the fuck not. I like dick so much, I married it. Does it mean that I don't still like boobs? No. And I'm so sorry for my family, you know, who's in here. That's why, you know, it's like I be liking that y'all watch me, but like sometimes it's like, come on, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna say some shit you may not like. Don't talk to me about it in real life. I'm just saying, don't ever try to check me about my life. I'm grown as fuck. Please be clear. But essentially, yeah, no. I have been fucked retarded by a man. So like just very much often in my life. Okay. To this day. Okay. And essentially, yes, round, still like cat. Not all the cats. Not even many of them at this point. But no, getting fucked retarded by a man with impeccable penis is not going to make her straight. It's not. Sign somebody that has had mostly impeccable penis in their life. Very blessed. Very, very blessed. Listen. Because I think only God, right? Like only God puts, you know, four dicks in your chamber. And literally all of them were above average experiences across the board. I have been blessed. Okay. One of the niggas, when I tell, like, I married him. Here we are. Now y'all think I'm straight because I'm married to a man. Who knew? It's not what everybody thought was going to happen, I promise. But here we are. So this line of thinking, again, brings me back to Mama D. Why are y'all trying to coerce y'all children into having sex so they can be straight, so you can feel more comfortable? We don't see how that's kind of weird? We don't see how it's weird for your comfortability to be predicated on who your kid is having sex with? Do we see the inappropriateness of you even, like...
Know what it is that experience is going to be, so she's taking her time. I'm gonna say you're taking your time. Can I say you're taking your time?
You can say whatever you like, Mom.
Okay, thanks, Jess.
Okay.
And we're moving on.
Not to. Oh, she says,
I don't mean to rub it in, but I gotta pop my shit sometimes. I have to pop my shit sometimes. Okay, I'm a Cancer in Venus. I have to pop my shit sometimes.
you want to move back? 'Cause I had another question.
No, you had another question. Okay, go ahead. That's your question.
I mean, my only question was, you know, as far as the dating of it all, this is not a sexual question. The dating part is like, are you even giving off to men that you would be open?
Yeah.
Listen. Don't play with me. Okay. Don't play with me. The only reason you don't think I'm straight is because I'm completely honest and I don't bullshit anybody. I am myself. Okay. If I showed you a picture of me with a weave, we'd be having a different conversation. Don't play with me.
So have you had dates?
Yes.
With
I
me?
have. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I have. I don't know why you know who I've been on dates with.
You know what I show you.
You know who I've been on dates with. So for you to do that is like,
No, I was just saying, she said giving off. So that means a certain type of energy.
Yeah, like
not, yo, I got the bill.
No,
I got it.
Oh, that's how you.
I don't do that. Now she put it on.
Is that what she's? That's what you're doing.
She went up to a man
look.
and said, "How you doing?"
I was
handsome?"
no look. I was
Maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. You got a girlfriend?
I did ask him if he had a girlfriend because I wanted to get straight to the point, right? But I was
right. Where's she at? What Where the bitch at? Okay. That's what I want to know. Nice to meet you. Can you tap that bitch right behind you, sir? Thank you.
I think that's a very 2025 thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think there's also something to be said for
Softness.
delivery and softness when you're talking to a man and you got a
I
girlfriend.
didn't say
It's
it
not
like that.
necessarily it. You know what I mean? It's kind of, so what's your situation? I mean, you involved with
But
somebody.
yes, I have been on
You know what
dates
I
with
mean? Yeah.
I don't know
Recently.
if I'm the softest either. I don't know if I would have did
Everybody-
it
every
like
woman
that.
isn't
You've been
like
married
that.
a long time.
Yeah.
It
Every
could
woman
work.
isn't
It could
soft
work.
like
This is
you
true.
weren't soft like that. I grew up in a household with you. I know you.
Yeah, you don't give
You
soft.
weren't. She wasn't soft at all.
Bitch is like a goddamn icicle, okay? The bitch is a goddamn icicle. Not only are you not soft, bitch, but you're not warm. You're cold and then you're hot.
You don't think?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
Okay.
So I get it from you.
Okay. I'll take it.
Clearly, you guys have very transparent conversations.
Yes.
We
about
absolutely
everything.
do.
Mhm.
Is there
Right. We have a great relationship. I control her. I tell her what to do. She tells me all her business, and I feel good about it. She's a little miserable, but I feel great. I feel great. I love her. You know, she's great. She's a great kid. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all. Tami absolutely, said that she had a relationship with a woman at some point. And like I said, like I have such a love for Tami. I do. I can't like she is such like the representation of that like generation of very angry, closed-minded, judgmental, hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know that they didn't post it, I don't think, but there was like another part of this interview where Kandi actually brought it up that Tami had a relationship with a woman, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
Okay. It was a female. Just 260. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because you was open about yourself, Now you're bi, right? Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's why I wasn't sure.
The lady is not bi.
Allegedly. What you say? Allegedly. What does allegedly mean? Allegedly bi.
Right. She's not bi, but she's pretending to be bi so that you will be comfortable because it, as you've all already expressed, girl, it matters to you, and if you can't be comfortable, then my God, today they're all gonna pay.